Some people seem immune to negativity. In fact, they brighten every room they enter and inspire everyone around them. You want to be near them to absorb just a bit of their energy. So what's their secret? Are they just born lucky? No, they've grasped one of life's fundamental rules. As Carl Jung said, the darkness you haven't confronted returns to you. These are people who have faced their fears, explored their own shadows, and discovered what drains their energy, and then learned to manage it. In this video, we won't just list 13 traits of such people. We'll dive deeper and explore how you can awaken each of these traits within yourself. If you're ready, let's start with the first key that unlocks the limitless power within you, your inner sun, the energy to stop seeking approval. Perhaps the most essential trait of high-energy individuals is this: they are their own sun. They don't rely on another star to shine. They generate their own energy. Now pause for a moment and ask yourself honestly, how many times today did you rely on someone else's approval to feel good? A smile from your boss, praise from a friend, likes on social media? When those didn't come, did your mood drop? Did your energy fade? If your answer is yes, it shows your energy is controlled by others. When they turn the tap on, you fill up. When they turn it off, you drain. It's like endless begging, approval seeking, love seeking, energy seeking. High-energy people break this cycle. They know that you can't pour water from an empty cup. First, you must fill your own cup. So how? How do you generate your own energy? The answer lies in discovering what truly nourishes you, independent of what others think. Maybe it's spending 15 quiet minutes with your coffee in the morning, blasting your favorite song, or diving into a hobby that no one else understands, but you're passionate about. These are the ways you generate your own energy. These are the fuels that feed your inner sun. Others might see them as pointless or a waste of time, but it doesn't matter. This is your power plant, and you set the rules. High-energy people create these small moments of energy production throughout their day. They tune out both applause and criticism, and instead they listen to the melody of their own inner voice. Because they know that when you shine with your own light, whether others notice or not becomes irrelevant. You are already glowing. And once you take this first step, cutting your dependency on others for your energy, something incredible happens. Because you're no longer needy, people start gravitating toward you. It's because the universe has a simple rule. Neediness repels, wholeness attracts. When you are whole on your own, only those who are whole themselves will enter your life. The broken ones, the energy drainers, can no longer get close to you because your light disturbs their darkness. The swamp of complaints and the art of setting boundaries. You now know how to fuel your inner sun. That warmth, that energy is within you. But outside there are forces waiting to dim your light. Think of it as a swamp of complaints. You probably have someone like this around you, maybe more than one. For them, it's always too hot or too cold. The economy is terrible. People are awful. The coffee is bitter. Life is unfair. Their conversations are endless lists of grievances. And the most dangerous part is, they try to pull you in. Offer them a solution, and they'll list 10 reasons why it won't work. Say something positive, and they'll dig up the flaw beneath it. After talking to them, you feel dirty, heavy, and drained because you stepped into the swamp and the mud clung to you. So what does a high-energy person do? They don't fight the swamp, try to reason with it, or dry it out. They know that if you wrestle a pig in the mud, you both get dirty, but the pig enjoys it. That's why they walk around the swamp. This is one of the most powerful tools for personal growth, setting boundaries. When someone starts complaining, they change the subject. They may appear to listen, but they don't pour their energy into that conversation. If needed, they politely end it and walk away. You don't have to be rude, you simply have to protect your mental health and your energy. This isn't selfishness. It's like the safety announcement on an airplane. Put your own oxygen mask on first. When you stay energetic and positive, you're able to give more to those around you. You can't save anyone while drowning in the swamp yourself. And remember, as Carl Jung said, people often project their inner shadows, the dark parts they haven't faced, onto the world as complaints. It's not your job to solve their problems. Your job is to protect your own light. The first step to shielding yourself from toxic people and their negative energy is refusing to step onto their playing field. Avoiding the swamp of complaints. It's that simple and that powerful. But let's be real. Even when you protect your energy, life won't always go smoothly. Sometimes it rains, sometimes a storm hits. And it's in those moments that the third trait of high-energy people comes into play, the opportunity lens. the ability to shift perspective. Here's a little secret. No event is inherently good or bad. The meaning comes from the lens we choose to see it through. Imagine everyone wearing an invisible pair of glasses. Some people wear problem glasses with pitch black lenses. For them, rain means canceled plans and mud. Losing a job is a disaster. The end of a relationship is the end of the world. Everywhere they look, they see only obstacles, flaws, and shortages. A high-energy person wears a very different pair, opportunity glasses. Through these lenses, rain becomes an excuse to curl up with a good book and a hot coffee. It's the scent of the earth, a sign of abundance. Losing a job is a chance to escape work they never loved and chase their dreams. The end of a relationship becomes a valuable lesson in self-discovery and understanding what they truly want. This isn't about ignoring problems or playing Pollyanna. It's about knowing that within every situation lies a hidden gift, a lesson, or an opportunity. Think of your mind as a massive search engine, like Google or Yandex. If you keep asking, "What's the problem?" it will flood you with problems. But if you ask, "Where's the opportunity here?" it will bring you possibilities instead. High-energy people have trained themselves to ask their minds the right questions. Instead of, "Why did this happen to me?" they ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" This shift in perspective transforms everything in your life. You are no longer a victim. You stop being a leaf blown around by circumstances. You become an alchemist who can turn any situation to your advantage. Jung said that even the darkest moments hold the seed of your soul's evolution. Even depression can be seen as your soul's attempt to send you a message. Now ask yourself, which lens are you wearing? When you look at life, do you mostly notice problems or opportunities? Let's move to the next step. It may be the hardest one, but it's also the most liberating, releasing the weight of the past. Breaking free from the ghosts of the past is the freedom of forgiveness. Think about it. How much weight are you carrying? The friend who betrayed you, the boss who treated you unfairly, the ex who broke your heart, and perhaps the heaviest of all, the regret you feel over your own mistakes. All of these are like heavy stones tied to you with invisible chains. You want to move forward, but they keep pulling you back. You feel their weight with every step. They drain your energy and trap you in the past. As long as you carry them, you can't truly rise to your full potential. So what do high-energy people do? They choose to break those chains. This is what we call forgiveness. But remember, people often misunderstand what forgiveness truly means. Forgiveness doesn't mean you're saying someone's actions were acceptable. It doesn't mean the pain didn't happen, and it certainly doesn't mean you have to let that person back into your life. Forgiveness isn't a gift for them, it's a gift for yourself. To forgive is to stop drinking the poison of anger and resentment. Holding on to bitterness only harms you. It drains your energy, steals your health, and dims your joy. People who radiate high energy understand this. They know their vitality is precious and refuse to spend it feeding the ghosts of the past. They realize the past isn't a place to live. It's a classroom. You take the lesson, graduate, and move on. Lingering there only holds you back. Carl Jung called this process individuation, the journey of becoming whole. It's about taking the fragments of your past, the wounds, the traumas, the insecurities, and integrating them, healing them and transforming them into a complete, balanced self. So how do you forgive? Bring the person or situation to mind. Allow yourself to fully feel the pain they caused. Don't deny it. Then say to yourself, "I release the hold this has over me. I will no longer carry this burden. I am reclaiming my energy." You can say it out loud, write it down, or even declare it in your own way. It may not happen instantly. You might need to do it repeatedly. But each time you do, another chain breaks. You'll feel your shoulders lighten, and a sense of freedom will grow. And when those old burdens are gone, the space they leave fills with joy, peace, and new possibilities. That's when your energy stops feeding the past and starts building the future. Your body is the temple of your energy. We've talked about spiritual energy and mental health, but there's another side, the physical side. Ignore it, and even the strongest mind will eventually falter. Be honest with yourself. How are you treating your body, your personal temple? Are you fueling it with high-quality nutrition or filling it with junk and processed foods? Do you keep it active and alive, or let it sit stagnant for hours at a time? Do you give it the rest and sleep it needs, or do you trap it in stress and exhaustion? High-energy people know the mind and body are inseparable. No matter how strong you feel mentally or spiritually, if your body's worn down, your energy will suffer. They understand that taking care of your body isn't a luxury. It's essential. This doesn't mean you have to become a marathon runner or bodybuilder. It means mastering the basics. The food you eat literally becomes you. Processed foods, sugar, unhealthy fats, they don't just make you gain weight. They cloud your mind, drain your energy, and leave you sluggish. Natural, whole foods fuel you with life and vitality. Movement is happiness. Walking, dancing, stretching, all trigger the release of endorphins, your body's natural joy chemicals. Blood flows faster, oxygen reaches your brain, and even a 10-minute walk can instantly shift your mood and energy. And sleep. Sleep is sacred. It's when your body and mind reset, repair, and restore themselves. Every hour of lost sleep is an hour stolen from tomorrow's energy, joy, and focus. High-energy individuals respect their bodies because they know that this temple, the home of their spirit, must be solid to sustain true vitality. Every healthy choice you make is a direct investment in your spiritual energy. Your body is entrusted to you. How you care for it shapes the quality of your life. Now let's move to the next step, perhaps the most enjoyable one. Curiosity, the thrill of learning. Ask yourself, when was the last time you learned something purely out of curiosity with no practical purpose? After school and entering the work world, many of us fall into a trap. We stop learning. Our minds circle the same thought patterns like a bus stuck on the same route. And soon, life begins to feel dull. The world seems monotonous, the mind rusts, and energy drops. Because the mind is like a muscle. If you don't use it, it weakens. But a high-energy person remains a lifelong student. To them, the world is a massive playground. There are infinite topics to explore, countless skills to master, and endless opportunities to learn. They know that learning something new is like carving fresh pathways in the brain. It keeps the mind sharp, flexible, and prevents it from becoming stagnant. This doesn't mean you have to pursue a PhD in quantum physics. It could be as simple as learning 10 words in a new language, watching a documentary about a country you've never heard of, exploring how a flower grows, trying to play a musical instrument for the first time, or discovering a recipe you've never cooked before. All of these exercises spark curiosity. High-energy people never fall into the trap of thinking, I already know enough. They understand that every person, every situation, every book has something to teach them. They ask questions, they listen, they explore. This constant learning fills them with childlike excitement and vitality. Their appetite for life never fades because every day brings the potential for a new discovery. Jung emphasized that one of the most important aspects of spiritual growth is being open to the unknown. Closing your mind to new possibilities and knowledge also halts the growth of your spirit. Ask yourself, how active are your curiosity muscles? When was the last time you truly exercised them? What small thing could you learn this week just for the joy of learning? When you make curiosity a habit, the world opens up in color and excitement once again. That excitement fuels your life energy. And here's the key, staying present. Avoid getting lost between worries about the future or regrets from the past. Where is your mind right now? For most of us, it lives in either yesterday or tomorrow. Dwelling on a past mistake, thinking, I shouldn't have said that, why did I do it? Steals your energy. Or maybe your mind worries about the uncertainty of the future. What if things go wrong? Can I pay the bills? Your thoughts swing like a pendulum between past regrets and future anxieties. But in all that swinging, they miss the one place where life truly exists, the present moment. The two biggest leaks of your energy are regret over the past and fear of the future. They drain your power from the only time that truly matters, the now. High-energy people learn to stop this leakage. They anchor their minds in the present. This is called mindfulness. It's simple, but it's life-changing. Try it now. Pause for a moment. Notice your breath. Feel it entering and leaving your body. Feel the touch of the chair against your skin, the sounds in the room, without judgment. This is presence. High-energy individuals take these mini pauses throughout the day. While washing dishes, they notice the warmth of the water and the scent of the soap. While walking, they feel their steps on the ground and the wind on their face. This doesn't mean stopping thought. It means not letting your thoughts control you. Thoughts come and go, like clouds in the sky. You are the sky, not the clouds. You can watch them pass without getting swept away. The more you practice this, the calmer your mind becomes and the more your energy grows. You redirect your power from past ghosts or future worries to the one place that actually exists, the present. Being present allows you to savor life's small pleasures. The taste of a coffee, a friend's smile, the warmth of the sun. Happiness is the sum of these small moments. And to notice them, you must be here now. So once you've gathered your energy in the present, how do you expand it? How do you become someone who inspires others? The answer lies in the next principle. The paradox of generosity. Giving is actually receiving. Until now, we've talked about preserving your energy, keeping it high, as if it's a treasure to hoard. But here's one of energy's most fascinating truths. The more you give it away, the more it multiplies. It may sound counterintuitive. Won't giving my energy away make me depleted? Not at all. Imagine holding a candle. You can light thousands of other candles with it. Does your flame diminish? No, it shines even brighter. High energy people understand this secret. They aren't energy hoarders. They are energy channels. They are generous. But this generosity isn't just about money. It's giving time, truly listening to a friend without distraction. It's sharing knowledge, passing on something valuable for the benefit of others. It's offering compliments, noticing someone's success, a kind gesture, or just their smile, and expressing it sincerely. It's showing gratitude, thanking the barista, the bus driver, anyone who makes your life easier. These small acts of giving send a signal to the universe. I have plenty. I am abundant. And the universe always responds to that signal. The more you give, the more flows back to you. More love, more positive energy, more opportunities. People are naturally drawn to those who are generous and uplifting. Their energy is magnetic. A negative or selfish person, on the other hand, operates differently. They constantly think, what can I get? They become an energy black hole, only absorbing, never giving. Eventually, people drift away, leaving them isolated. Carl Jung said that one of humanity's deepest drives is the desire to serve something greater than oneself, to find purpose. These acts of generosity, no matter how small, are the ways we add meaning to life. Ask yourself, who can you give to today? A smile, a thank you, 5 minutes of genuine attention, no strings attached. You'll notice that giving in its purest form nourishes you the most. It elevates your energy because the truest act of giving is also the strongest form of receiving. Next, resilience to drama. Staying steady amid someone else's storm. Life can feel like a stage, and some people love playing drama. Every minor setback becomes a catastrophe. They constantly argue, take offense, plot, and turn life into a never-ending soap opera. Worst of all, they try to pull you in as a character. Did you hear what Aishi said? Can you believe she did that to me? Are you on my side or theirs? They want you to take a side, get angry, and fight in their battles. This is one of the sneakiest drains on your energy. High-energy people don't fall for it. They don't buy a ticket to watch the drama, not even from the audience. They leave the theater entirely. This isn't being insensitive. If a friend truly has a problem, you listen and offer support. But there's a difference between a problem and drama. A problem seeks resolution, drama seeks fuel. Drama feeds on attention, anger, and chaos. It doesn't want a solution. High-energy individuals recognize this distinction clearly. They don't allow someone else's storm to disrupt their inner peace. They remain calm and centered. A high-energy person remains neutral. They don't pick sides because they know that taking a side means getting pulled into the storm. They protect their mental and emotional space. They understand one simple truth. Everyone is responsible for their own life and their own emotional reactions. You are not a garbage bin for someone else's drama. When you show this kind of resilience, people who thrive on drama eventually drift away. They go looking for new sources to fuel their chaos, and your life becomes calmer, more peaceful. Your energy stays with you instead of being wasted on pointless battles or gossip. It becomes your own precious, pure energy. The energy you can invest in your goals, your happiness, your growth. Wherever you focus, your energy flows. When you pull your attention away from drama, you free your energy from that chaos. This is an incredibly liberating step. Next is the art of solitude, the power of being self-sufficient. Do you fear being alone? For most of us, the answer is yes. We fear silence and being alone with our thoughts. That's why we constantly seek stimulation. We check our phones, turn on the TV, plan endless social activities, anything to avoid that stillness. Because in that silence, the things we avoid confronting surface, our fears, anxieties, and the lies we tell ourselves. A high-energy person doesn't fear solitude. In fact, they embrace it. They understand the profound difference between loneliness and solitude. Loneliness is a void, a lack, a sense of helplessness. Solitude is a choice, a fullness, a source of strength. They are self-reliant. They don't need someone or something outside themselves to feel happy or whole. Moments alone are a time to recharge, reflect, and recalibrate their inner compass. Just like a phone needs to be plugged in to recharge, the human spirit needs moments of withdrawal from the noise of the world to restore itself. One of Carl Jung's key concepts, introversion, describes this exact energy replenishing process. According to Jung, extroverts gain energy through interaction with the outer world, while introverts draw energy from time spent alone within themselves. A healthy mind balances both. High-energy individuals have mastered this balance. They enjoy sipping coffee alone, going to the movies by themselves, or walking alone in nature. These moments aren't signs of weakness. They are acts of self-love and self-respect. When you can be fully alone with yourself, something remarkable happens. Your dependency on others diminishes. You no longer use people to mask your fear of solitude. Your relationships start to thrive on a healthier foundation because you no longer cling to them out of need. You choose to be with them because you want to, not out of need. This is the shift from neediness to attraction. Take time for yourself. Allow yourself to quiet. At first, it may feel uncomfortable, but behind that discomfort lies the opportunity to meet your best friend, yourself. Once you form this friendship, you'll never truly feel alone again. The power of the word no, your shield for protecting energy. No, such a simple word, just 2 letters in English. Yet for many, one of the hardest to say. We fear hurting others, appearing selfish, missing out, or being disliked. Because of these fears, we often say yes to things we don't actually want. We accept invitations we'd rather skip, take on tasks we don't want, or help people who drain our time and energy. Every yes is actually a no to something else. Saying yes to an unwanted invitation is saying no to a peaceful evening at home. Taking on that extra task is saying no to time for your own projects or family. Helping that energy-draining person is saying no to your own mental health. High-energy people know that saying no is sacred. It's not an attack. It's a defense. It's an invisible shield that protects your energy, your time, and your boundaries. They understand that someone who says yes to everything can never truly say yes to what matters most. Their passions, loved ones, and their own mental and physical well-being. To fully embrace what truly matters, you must learn to say no to the trivial. At first, it may feel difficult. Some people may be upset, but over time, those who truly value you will respect your boundaries. Those who don't belong in your life anyway. Saying no is not selfish. It's self-awareness. It's knowing your worth and using your energy wisely. Once you start wielding this shield, you'll be amazed at how much control you regain over your life. Now we approach the core glue that binds all these qualities, your purpose compass. We've talked about 11 different traits and habits so far. Generating your own energy, setting boundaries, forgiveness, curiosity, all-powerful tools. But there's a problem. Without a compass, even the strongest ship drifts at sea. You need something that unites all these habits, gives them meaning and direction. That compass is your why, your purpose. What gets you out of bed in the morning? Just bills? Just finishing the day? Or is there something bigger? High-energy people have found their why. It doesn't have to be world-changing. Maybe your why is giving your children a better future. Maybe it's being excellent in your work and leaving a mark. Maybe it's touching lives through your art. Or maybe it's simply becoming a wiser, more loving human being. What matters is that you have a why, because your why fuels you in your hardest moments. When motivation fades, when your energy dips, when you want to give up, your why whispers, keep going. A person with purpose isn't like a leaf tossed in the storm. They are like a tree, roots deep in the soil. The wind may shake the branches, but they don't topple. Their trunk is strong, and their purpose keeps them grounded. Carl Jung said that one of life's greatest tragedies is meaninglessness. A life without meaning loses its energy. Purpose brings meaning to life. Pause and ask yourself the most essential question. What is my why? Why am I here? What excites me? What problem do I want to solve? What do I want to contribute to the world? Finding this answer isn't instant. It's a journey, an exploration. But the moment you begin, life starts to shift. You no longer just exist. You live for something. Your purpose compass guides your choices, tells you when to say yes and when to say no, shows you where to invest your energy. This compass becomes your wisest guide. And with it, you unlock the final and most essential trait of high-energy people. Life is a game. Be a player. Here's the last step. High-energy people don't approach life with deadly seriousness. They understand that life is a game. This doesn't mean irresponsibility. Quite the opposite. They've learned the rules. They know sometimes they will win. Sometimes they will lose. They know that when they fall, they must get up, brush themselves off, and keep playing. They know mistakes are part of learning. Most of us live life as if every moment is a final exam. We punish ourselves for mistakes, and every failure feels like the end of the world. This constant pressure creates immense stress, and stress is like a black hole that devours your energy. A person with a game mindset experiences life more lightly. They don't take themselves too seriously. They can laugh at their own flaws and know they don't have to be perfect. This is a form of enlightenment. Accepting the fleeting nature of life, its ups and downs, its unpredictable turns. It's letting go of worrying about what you cannot control and focusing instead on giving your best effort. Think of these 13 traits. Each one is a skill that helps you become a better player in the game of life. Being your own sun means generating your own energy. Setting boundaries keeps your playing field clear. Wearing opportunity glasses is a strategy of turning any situation to your advantage. Forgiveness is dropping unnecessary weight so you can move faster. Caring for your body keeps your vehicle performing at its best. Curiosity is exploring new levels of the game. Being present is fully experiencing each moment of play. Generosity adds positive energy to the game and earns greater rewards. Avoiding drama prevents wasting energy on side quests. Enjoying solitude gives you space to strategize. Saying no keeps you faithful to your game plan. Having a purpose reminds you why you are playing. And finally, being a player means remembering to have fun, experiment, and trust the process. When you raise your own energy, your frequency changes. You begin attracting people, situations, and opportunities that resonate with that same frequency. This is the basic principle of the law of attraction. After watching this video, I have one request. Choose just one of these 13 traits. Only one. Take a tiny step this week to integrate it into your life. Now it's your turn. True change begins with what you do after watching. So I want you to write in the comments. Which of these 13 traits felt like it was spoken directly to you? Which one touched something deep in your soul? And most importantly, which single trait will you focus on this week, intentionally practicing and bringing into your life? I'll read every comment, because none of us are alone on this journey. We're part of a community of people inspiring one another and taking steps to raise their energy. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tap the notification bell so you never miss the next step that will transform your mind and your life. Remember, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and your journey starts today. This is the path to mastering your own energy and attracting the life and people you deserve. You're the star of the show. Let the play begin.